Now, good morning. After just moving these cattle here now, and obviously, if you've watched my last few videos, you'll know that I was concerned over this fluke egg count in their dung. But let me just pause that for a minute there now. Can people see the happy lines in this cow's belly as well? I'm noticing now, I'm obviously keeping a real good tight eye on the cattle since that news. Observing their condition, their coat, their dung, their eating, their habits, what they're eating, everything. This lady is one of my favourite cows actually. She's had 3 calves. She's the mother of that nice Rowany bull, short-horn bull. She's a purebred bull, or she's a purebred short-horn, and her calf is a purebred bull. But anyhow, I've left them down. This is the place that we have always had, and this is a laneway that there's a right of way on this lane. It's part of this farm here. There's a river along here, so the drink they have is along this lane and into that corner there, and there's a little spot where they can drink. So that's this woolly field is straight up in front of me here now. You might be able to see the cattle. There's the gap, and they're in there. So we've started our push for the most diverse fields that I have to try and get these cows to self-medicate. So anyhow, getting back to the fluke results, I've been talking to some very wise people online here. One man in particular who has done a lot of studying with vets, and he's done a lot of studying himself on let me just say the word correctly, parasitology, would that be right? And one of the men that he worked with also, or the vets he worked with also, has done a PhD in fluke. So I have been given a lot of reassurances. I've been told not to panic. Now, one sec now, I'm going to pause here for a sec as well. This is where they're gone into. This place now hasn't been grazed in years and years and years and years. There's some stuff in here. Yeah, some rushes too, but there's a lot of stuff in here. A lot of stuff. It goes right down as far as that hedge there. So basically, this is where they are now. I'm going to work my way through. I'm going to continue to have the lane all the way down to the river there. You can see the river's in here, but I have it wired off down there someplace. So basically, I'm not to worry. A lot of people are telling me to worry, but I'm not going to worry. The fact that they have zero worm load tells us that what we're doing is working. The fact that they have a fluke load tells me that there's fluke in the area. However, the fluke and cattle need to and have been coexisting since time began. It's basically a cat and mouse is what I'm being told. And what I've learned is that, okay, they can't build up an immunity, as in they can't stop themselves picking up these flukes. However, what they can do is keep the repair of any damage that they do at bay and thrive on ahead. And it's only when the mice outnumber the cats that we get into trouble. And then at that stage we have to intervene, cold dose or whatever, and try and build and keep cattle that have a better chance of keeping up on top of the load. Also, the egg count is not really going to tell me much either, because apparently they take notions on when they're going to hatch or lay eggs, and you might have a heavy worm load or fluke load, and they mightn't shed eggs at all for a long time, and then shed all of a sudden. Oh, good girl, you followed me. So egg numbers isn't telling me parasite numbers. So that's that's me not going to bother testing in a couple of weeks either. So basically, the long and short of it is I'm going to do nothing, only observe and continue to do what I have been doing. I haven't dosed, none of these animals have been dosed with me. None of them. The last animal to be dosed with me ever was the red whitehead with the horns, because she was a bottle reared suck, and they don't have great immunity, so you kind of need to keep on top of parasites with them. But for now, the cattle are thriving. They're doing okay, and obviously if things change, then I have to reevaluate the situation. But that's the good news I got this morning. We had a good long talk on the phone for about an hour, and it was good to speak to someone like-minded. Look, if I go in and start dosing these now, it's only a temporary measure. I have to dose again 6 months, and I have to dose again 6 months, and probably even more regular than that. And where does that leave us? Right back to square one again, dosing. Destroying their dung, destroying dung beetles, destroying biology, destroying everything, and killing. And when do you stop the killing? You know, it's all about balance and immunity and health. So basically that's the crack at the minute. So I'm no longer panicking. Every cow in the country, apparently, if they were tested their dung, you would find at some stage eggs from fluke. It's how well the cow can manage that load is the issue, and what we can do to improve and help her manage that load. Good nutrition, good health. Keep an eye on thrive, keep an eye on dung. Now at the end of the day now, these cows have calves on them. They weren't weaned last year, and they're all back in calf now. So how bad could it be? So look, that's the story for now. I said I wasn't going to make any more videos, but when the news comes in, we kind of have to. My own records anyhow. So Bully's starting to make a bit of noise here now. Strange cattle across the river here. Nothing wrong with that dumb. So yeah, whatever they had ate above on that hill that time skittered them, and that skitter is now gone. You can see that was the black white head there. Now she has dried up her tail and her backside is clean. But I will keep an eye. We've lovely weather here now at the minute, and I'm looking forward to making my way through this field. And in beyond that gate is where the pony was all winter. I'm going to go in there now as well, and they're going to bring them home. So that's the story now. Little pollen has them sneezing now. So yeah, that's me for now, and we'll keep you updated. I'm going to go away home now, and we'll chat all again very soon. So good luck and goodbye.